Hi, welcome to This Week in Ames. On today's show, we'll check in with the Water and Pollution Control Facility. My guest today is Chris Evans, Environmental Engineer with the Water and Pollution Control Department. Chris, welcome to the show.
Hi, Susan. Thanks for having me.
Well, your department's always great to have you guys on board because always so much going on with the water department. And once again, we have another new development.
We do. We have a new process at the Water Pollution Control Facility. We just finished construction on an ultraviolet disinfection system, which is part of our permit now. And so from March until November, we have our water go through this disinfection system to help clean it up a little bit more before it's discharged into the Skunk River.
Now, a lot of people probably don't realize that the Water Pollution Control Facility is a different place than the water plant. So tell me about it. So you have two campuses.
We do. We actually treat both ends of the pipe. So our water plant treats the drinking water. It gets water from wells, purifies it, sends it out to our customers, and then as the water goes down the drain in their homes and businesses, we collect it through the sewer system and treat it at the Water Pollution Control Facility and then discharge it back into the Skunk River.
So the water plant is downtown by the power plant, but
Right.
the other facility is really located quite a distance away.
Sure, we're about 3 miles outside of town. We're south of Highway 30. If you know just where to look on I-35, you can see the facility off to the east. But that way we're real close to the river. We have space to have all of our process and still be able to get all the water from the Ames community down there to be treated.
Now, some people may have seen it because every couple of years you do have an open house there, and we shuttle people out there. They get to walk through the facility. Probably not what people think when they walk through a facility like that, although people probably don't know what to think.
I think a lot of people are just surprised at what goes into treating the wastewater. Everything down there is biological. We don't add any chemicals. The ultraviolet system, the disinfection system, is the first thing we've added that's not a true biological process system, but it's a very, very complicated process in that there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of different steps to the removal, but the water that goes into it is, we like to think, cleaner than actually what's in the river.
So the effluent, which you call it, when
Right.
it leaves the plant, you feel confident that that is not doing any kind of environmental harm.
Correct. We actually have a permit that is issued by the state that limits how much organic matter and things like that we can discharge into the river, and we're very proud to say that we have the third longest streak in the nation, that we have never had a permit violation. The facility went online in 1989, and ever since then we've met and actually exceeded the water quality requirements of the state for our facility.
So how many customers are you treating? How many utility customers are there in the city?
We treat all of the Ames community, so that's 20-some thousand customers. We treat the businesses that are in the community as well, and we also get wastewater from the city of Kelly.
Okay, and one of the things that I know that has been one of the programs you've been very involved in is the fats, oils, and greases.
Correct.
Which also affects the cleaning process.
Fats, oils, and greases collect in the sanitary sewer system. Those are the pipes that bring the wastewater to the Water Pollution Control Facility. And when those accumulate, it blocks the flow. It creates clogs, and that wastewater can back up out onto the ground. It can back up into customers' businesses or homes, and we don't want that to happen. And so we're encouraging primarily our restaurants, because those are just the largest contributors to fats, oils, and greases, to help us keep that out of the sewer. It's in everyone's best interest to dispose of that. It can be used for lots of different products, and it's just better to be treated outside of the sewer system.
Sure, I mean, everybody when they grew up, their mothers told them, don't put the grease down the drain,
Exactly.
It'll clog the drain. And I know some people, oh, if you run hot water, it'll be fine. But at some point, it congeals.
Exactly. It cools off, it solidifies again, and actually if you can keep it out of the sewer, we can treat it, and it's beneficial if it enters a specific place in the wastewater plant. If we can take that grease and put it into our digesters, it forms methane, which we can then burn for energy. And so, in particular, if restaurants can collect it in a special device and then have a hauler or someone bring that to us, it's beneficial for everyone.
And I think for the residential customer, the best thing then is just dispose of it in the garbage.
Absolutely. If you're frying up some bacon, just take that grease, put it in aluminum foil, let it cool, and then dispose of it that way.
So what other big plans are on the horizon for the water and pollution control facility?
We're very excited to show off our new ultraviolet disinfection system, or our UV system. And so we'd like to invite the public out to a ribbon cutting. We'll be having it on Thursday, July 24th at 1:30. We'll have cake. We'll allow people to see. This will be the first chance really for the public to come view the newest addition to our process.
And what will it look like?
It's going to be hard for people to see. The water flows through channels under grading, and it'll give off a glow from the UV bulbs. But you'll be able to see the water flowing through. You'll be able to hear it, and just get a chance to look around the building and see some of the controls and just the work that went into the new system.
So that you don't have to wait for another open house. You get to sort of experience the process.
Absolutely. And quite frankly, if someone wanted a tour at the same time, just call the Water Pollution Control Facility and we can probably arrange for that at the same time.
So again, 1:30 on Thursday,
July 24th.
July 24th. And the address of the Water Pollution Control Facility?
Sure. It would be best to just go to our website. We'll have directions up there as well, and hope to see everyone out there.
Okay, open to everybody. Well, Chris, thank you for stopping by. It's always great to hear what's on the horizon and some great new programs and new disinfection system. I hope everybody can make it to that open house. Some other things to think about as you're planning your summer is that this is the sesquicentennial year for the city of Ames, and there is a huge 4th of July festival planned from July 3rd to July 5th. You can get more information on that, and you can volunteer to work a shift at the event. Just go to ames150.com. Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for This Week in Ames.